cloud product management for over 6 years. I have yet to run into a marketer who's actually happy about how quickly they can launch their marketing campaigns. You spend so much time aligning your teams and doing all this busy work just to get an idea off the ground. But it doesn't have to be that way. Agentforce can help you launch your campaigns in days, not weeks. Campaign creation in Marketing Cloud Next allows you to collaborate with Agentforce and quickly generate those campaigns, those briefs, and so much more. Campaign creation can help you launch campaigns that span touch points and your channels. Agentforce can act autonomously on your behalf, acting on your business data, your metadata, and your workflows. But you shouldn't just take my word for it. I'd love to tell you about one of our amazing customers. Ford is one of the most iconic automotive manufacturers in the world. And Ford Pro, one of the business units, they deal with fleet management and telematics. They had a key challenge. With connected vehicles came this higher expectation of real-time, relevant, proactive engagement. Ford Pro knew they had to evolve. Agentforce is helping Ford Pro transform all the data they're getting from their connected vehicles into real-time, personalized engagement that's driving customer loyalty and increasing revenue. Now, I'm going to show you what this looks like in the future of marketing. Before we do that, we're going to have a little detour. I see some smiles around here. This is a very familiar place for a lot of us, right? This is Marketing Cloud engagement. We have spent years in here building campaigns, building our journeys. It is really, really, really powerful. But the process of getting your teams in here and aligned and creating those journeys, creating those campaigns, it's a little manual. Let me show you what the future is going to look like. We're going to start off in Slack. This is where my team, they're already in here, they're already collaborating. And we are in a channel that's for a new product launch. And someone asked for some help kicking off the campaign. Instead of looking at my to-do list with some existential dread of adding yet another thing, I'm going to ask the campaign coordinator agent to help me out right here. And what it's doing, and this is really important here, is that it's leveraging all the historical data that we have inside Slack. It's looking at past Slack channels, it's looking at linked materials, right? This is a really big deal because what that means is that we're not starting from scratch. You're building upon your past successes, the lessons learned, all those high value assets you've already built out. They're being pulled right into the Slack canvas. And just like that, we've got ourselves a campaign brief. This is the future of campaign building. It's smarter, it's faster, and it's entirely in your control, right? We've got creative, we've got our audience direction in here, and my team can start collaborating with me live inside the actual canvas itself. They're going to start dropping in things like performance data, visual assets. If there's workbooks, they can link all that information right in here. And if we're missing something, Agentforce can help us out with that too. So I didn't see campaign goals in here as I was scanning through my brief. So I'm going to call on the campaign coordinator agent, and I'm going to have it spin up some campaign goals for us. And what's important about what I'm asking you to do here is that it's using the context of everything it sees inside the Slack canvas to generate these campaign goals for us. These look pretty good to me, so we're going to keep them. The next thing I'm going to ask you to do is to take all the information we have here for the campaign brief And we're going to use it to set up a campaign for us in Marketing Cloud Next. I'm going to have it create a segment-triggered flow that's going to kick off in 30 days. Let's hop over into Marketing Cloud Next. This is the future of Marketing Cloud. And you notice the agent has brought over everything we asked it to do right into Marketing Cloud Next. I've got the brief. I've got details related to my audience. I've got base orchestration ready to kick off. And of course, I still have the context of the conversation we're having in Slack, in that channel, came over with me into the Marketing Cloud Next campaign record. It looks like magic, but I'd love to show you what's happening behind the scenes. Right? This is how we stop you from having to swivel chair between different systems. We're looking at Agent Builder, and specifically, we're going to look at the marketing campaigns topic. I want to show you what's happening here behind the scenes. So we have two laptops. What's happening behind the scenes here? So clicking into this, we're going to look at the topic's actions, because what we've asked it to do here is to generate a campaign from a brief, right? You can get inside here, and you can see the natural language we're providing to this agent and giving instructions on like, hey, I would like you to draft a subject line based off what you're seeing inside the campaign. Now let's hop back into here. That's a big deal, because this is one platform, right? You're not swivel chairing between different systems. Now, the campaign orchestration, the summary of what's happening with orchestration is really important, right? Because this is how the rubber hits the road in terms of how your messaging gets out to your customers. Let me show you what's powering this. This is Flow. It's the orchestration engine behind the next generation of Salesforce Marketing Cloud. And at the top, a familiar thing, it's your audience. It's a segment that we asked it to spin up for us. And below, we've got an A/B test. There are things that we're doing to Flow to make it feel more welcoming for marketers. We've got things like a baked-in native A/B test that you can run. We've got our decision split. You can decision on any of the data that lives inside the Salesforce platform. And finally, your channels, engagement channels that we have. Email, SMS, WhatsApp, they're all baked right into here. This looks pretty good to me, so we're gonna slide back over into our campaign ready to activate here. I'm gonna do a quick refresh because I wanted to pull all the latest information back from my flow. This looks good to me, so we're about to activate this. But before I do, let's recap what we just started off. We were in Slack where the team's already collaborating. Then we co-created with Agentforce. That's our AI partner through the campaign planning, the segment creation, content creation. And finally, we synced all that information into Marketing Cloud Next. It's ready to activate. That's the power of Salesforce, Slack, and Agentforce. It's an intelligent, unified platform that's going to help marketers at Fort Pro launch their campaigns that are faster, smarter, and more connected than ever before. Let's go ahead here and hit activate. We just went from idea to execution. Now, I don't know about you, I'm pretty confident my campaigns are great. And it's going to drive a lot of traffic to the Fort Pro website. To talk to you about how we're going to engage the customers that are going to come to the Fort Pro website, I'd love to introduce our next speaker, Jenna.